Hello everybody, welcome back to Casual Gamer Oz as we bring you another race in our career mode on F1 2017. We're into round 11, the second half of the season of Season 4. Ben Waterworth, Toro Rosso driver, Ben Waterworth YouTube video hoster, and we're about to get into this race after we've obviously just had our invitational failure. Let's try and make this non-failure. Now, best qualifying here on 4 occasions have we finished in 20th place. All 3 times here in F1 2017 we've been in 20th place, which of course has been dead last. And our very first season on F1 2016 for Sauber, we were in 20th place, but of course that had a little bit more weight to it, given that that actually wasn't last. There were 22 cars in the field on F1 2016, so we're actually 3rd last. So essentially that would be like qualifying 18th here with a grid of only 20. So 17th is where we want to be, and judging on the fact that we've never made it off the back of the grid here on F1 2017, we're going to see if that's possible. Now, we've learned our lesson to stay off this curb here. That's where we spun out last year and ended up in the wall in qualifying, and of course spun out in the race itself and didn't quite crash out, but crashed out of contention for a high finish. So obviously we're going to struggle a little bit here in Hungary because our car is more suited to the high-speed circuits with the powertrain work that we have been doing on the car. So we're expected really to struggle here in Hungary. We can get up into that top 17, it will be a big win as we can maintain a good run of form in terms of where we're expected to be on the grid. And we're just hanging on there by the skin of our teeth. We can do a good final turn here. I think we're going to do this. I think we can do this here. Manage it. Feather the throttle slightly. Whack open the DRS. Can we hang on to 15th? We do! Yes!
Excellent lap. We're really pleased.
Our best ever qualifying in Hungary. I am happy with that. Jeff is happy with that. Don't think we'll be ahead of Grosjean. We're not, so it's not going to work well in our rivalry, but everything else it will work very well. Ferrari 1 and 2, that's good for us. Let's focus on race day. I'll do that now. Best ever finish here of 11th. Season 1 F1 2017 is the last time we did that. Well, the only time we've done that, actually. So, let's cross those fingers and hope that we can maintain this good form as we enter the second half of the season and we push towards a better drive for Season 5. Alright, 268. We're going to get 750 points this time around. We're still leading the rivalry ever so slightly. Now we're going to bump ahead here a couple of slots. Yes, we do. And somehow we lose favour with Renault, Haas and McLaren. Okay, because we out-qualified them, I guess. So we're getting ever close to that purple. We've never been in that purple zone before. So, let's try this out. Hungary. Points in Britain, 1 point. So lucky on that first corner. Cannot believe how lucky we got away with that. Ridden our luck this season. And hopefully we can maintain that going forward. So we just wait it out here. Ever so slightly. Yes, we're waiting. Thank you. Alright, dry race. We haven't had a wet race this season, have we? You know, Belgium's going to be wet now that I said that. Alrighty. Ready for this? I'm ready. Should be on the outside, I think, if I remember. 20th generally gets on the inside. Yep. Alright. Rich mode on. We're ready to go here in Hungary. It is go. Go, go. We're going to go straight across there. Whoa, and already into the bellies of a Renault. Oh, this is not a good position to be in. We're going to have to brake here and have a Renault on our inside. We've basically dragged them up as high as we have been because they've safely driven our line. Thank you, Palmer. You're welcome. Oh, very close to the back of Grosjean's Haas there. The Haas of the Haas. Can we speed up through here? This is not a very good overtaking spot. Ride it on the brakes and just get through him there. Okay, now do not get on this curve here. It's always slippery. And maintain it through this tight little twisty chicane. Of course, it's very difficult to overtake here in Hungary. So getting up to a good start is key. So far, so good. Good start. And once again, we find ourselves staring at the back of a pink Frenchman. Fair enough. Sticking in the rich mode at the moment, so we've got to hefty amount of fuel left over in the tank. Don't trust that inside curb there again. It's that sort of white one that is a little bit dangerous. We get a good entry into the final turn. And we survived the first lap in the points. Alrighty, good start. Only got to be 17th, and we're also ahead of our rival too. It's where you want to be. And we're racing closely here with the Force India for the second Grand Prix in a row. We can maintain this closeness. We can get some DRS heading into the next lap, which is what we would like. I think we'll just maintain station as we get into this sweeping little left-hander. We only took that dive bomber against Grosjean because it was early days and we knew the risk that we needed to take. Through the chicane here. Very quiet again I am as I'm feeling a little bit of nerves here. It's interesting how I'm feeling these nerves. It's more of a case of just trying to maintain just a consistency. We saw that happen in Austria with Hamilton. Maybe again it was just a case of not being ready to race with the big boys just yet. I think I held my own. I still blame Hamilton for that move. Anyway, he gets away with it because he's Lewis Hamilton. 6-time world champion according to this game. Anyway, I'm losing a bit of speed now to Esteban. 1.2 behind him, not just close enough into DRS zone, sadly. And that will be the case coming up into the second DRS zone here. To somehow get a little bit closer this time around if we want that. Grosjean still hanging behind us, giving a little bit of a headache. So still keeping this in rich mode at the moment. I'll have to rethink that strategy coming forward here. Because we're starting to get a bit close. No, 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 no. It's that curb. It is that curb. It is always that curb. No, 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 no. And Romain Grosjean is going to go around the inside. I'm going to cut across him there. Oh, I think we got away with that. All right, we're going to switch it down to standard now because we're not going to catch Ocon after that. Always that curb. It is always so slippery. Always cannot clip that one at all in this game. Punishes you so much. So much. So we're just going to have to try and remember that. And I'm not going to trust this one here on the left either because that is also the similar white striping. Oh. I just got a little bit errant there. Again, same with that one there coming towards the barrier. It's going to whack it up to Rich here on the straight. Yeah, heart is definitely fluttering slightly after that one. Now Grosjean will get DRS here. It's only a very short flurry on the DRS. It's a very random place to have DRS, but I guess Hungary really is a circuit that doesn't warrant too much on the DRS. And you're going to have two. I'd more have it in this section here, but I guess it's probably less of an overtaking zone coming up here into the fast little left-handed kink that just kind of pops at you just like that. So I guess kind of that is why they have that at the other spot. It's more of an overtaking zone. So I get very close to that curve again. Grosjean, any other circuit, I think he would have kept that move. But I had to get a little bit fighty with him there to keep him behind because I know what that means for my reputation as well as our battle. So I'm leading him. Actually, it's a draw, isn't it? I think, from memory. I can't remember. I have a terrible memory, as you can probably tell. I actually don't have a terrible memory. I just have terrible short-term memory. I remember lots of other things, but I'm getting old here, folks. Alright, I'm going to maintain this. We've got one more lap to go. Up into rich mode one more time as we move here into the final straight. Try and get a good exit speed out of it. I'm going to lose the back end as I run a little bit wide there. Grosjean has got a big run on me here. This is not good. He's going to have DRS, but I just think I'm going to squeeze him out of it just a tad. He's going to try and go around the outside, but he'll get another run at me here with DRS. I'm going to keep this on the rich revs for the time being. I think we're going to cover him. Oh, not if I run myself wide like that. Not if I run myself wide like that. Cut across once again to the left. Hold him back. Just going to get through this one more zone. I'll put it back to standard just for the time being. Oh, this is a corner that scares me. This is a corner that scares me. We're going to avoid that corner so much like a plague. The curbing, I should say. Got that. This chicane always scares me as well. You don't want to ride those bumps. You'll launch yourself into the air and then you'll lose a lot of time. Just biting it here so closely. Ocon has been released in front of me, by the way. Nowhere near him now. As we obviously switch focus to defense rather than offense. Here's another potential DRS zone they could use instead of that other weird little spot. Stop focusing on what they could have had. Vettel wins. Good job, Vettel. I'm glad. We come around this last little section here at Hungaroring. It's been my 4th points finish for the season. My 4th 10th place. So 4th points finishes. 4 points places. I can't even speak properly. We're going to do it. Let's just get across the line first. Yes! We beat last season in terms of number of points finishes, but we actually only equal the amount of points we got last year because we've had 4 10th places. 11 consecutive finishes from the start of this season, 13 in a row. And I'll be satisfied with that one. I got away with that again. Slide into that corner.
So, here they come now, out onto
Alright. So, championship, we'll get into that. Let's just look at the replay at the start. I took Palmer for a bit of a ride here, I feel. I covered him off well. As you watch me here, I cleared the gap with Palmer. So Palmer and I go, thank you. We'll take all these positions off everyone else. Why not? And that's how you do it. You're welcome, Jolyon. I'm going to get a few more positions just up here. Oh, nearly go straight to the back of Romain. I knew I had to get past him for my rivalry. All over the arse of the Haas. I'll flick to the inside here. And job done. Not an overtaking spot usually, but for me, it was. Too easy. Alrighty, so championship. We move up into 11th. We equal our points from last season, but we have 1 more points finish this year. Vettel quite far ahead now of Raikkonen and Hamilton. Bottas in 4th, Ricciardo, Verstappen, Perez. Massa drops down a spot. Ocon and Grosjean. Constructors, no change there. We're within 6 of Haas, so there you go. This has been the Hungarian Grand Prix. We're off to Belgium next, a power circuit, which should suit our car well. And we look forward to seeing how well we can do there. In the meantime, remember to like, subscribe, and comment here on Casual Gamer Oz. And we'll speak to you in Spa. Good night.